biggest annual sporting event every year measured by attendance, and this year will be no exception.
Well, Alexander, talk about also in terms of competitors. You have Fernando Alonso, who's starting P5, who is a Formula One champion. What's it going to be like having him on the track? It should certainly help with attendance, I would think.
Well, I mean, he's actually my teammate, so I've been working with him for the past month, actually, and he's been awesome to work with, and it's no surprise to me kind of how quickly he's gotten up to speed, and you know, I feel like he's with one of the best teams on the grid. He's one of the best drivers in the world, and it's been amazing to see the reception that the Verizon IndyCar Series and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and this race has received because of him, and it just shows the relevancy of the Indianapolis 500 that he's choosing to do this race and skipping a Formula One Grand Prix.
Right, it's a huge deal. It's one of the many reasons to tune in. Also, Vice President Mike Pence is going to be returning to his home state for the race, and he's tweeting this, by the way. Going to the Indy 500 has been a Pence tradition for decades. Karen and I look forward to being at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the 101st running this Sunday. With the Vice President there, you have terror concerns after the bombing in Manchester. Mark, can you talk about any of the additional security that you guys have put in place?
Not really very much specifically. I think he's been to something like 29 consecutive races, so he's an IndyCar fan and a big supporter of this race. We'd be disappointed if he wasn't here. I think he'll probably keep a pretty low profile. He's a race fan. He wants to watch the race. And security-wise, you know, I think the world changed a long time ago before this guy was born with the Munich Olympics. And since then, the law enforcement community, organizers of big events, have gotten better and better and better. And there's probably going to be a little more of what we always do. And there's great cooperation between federal officials, state and local officials. So we expect a good day.
And Alexander, by the way, I'll send to you what I send to a friend of mine and I send to one another when we're wishing each other well. We send each other Senna vibes. And I think you'll know what that means. So we always send out good, because again, that's kind of he kind of epitomizes the spirit of racing. So Alexander, take care of yourself.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Kick some, you know what, on Sunday. And Mark, thanks so much for being here. Everybody, the 101st running of the Indy 500 kicks off this Sunday. And then you can watch the Coca-Cola 600, the longest race in NASCAR, only on Fox after the Indy 500.